Hello and welcome. In this video we'll be taking a quick look at every combat skill and its best weapon choices. There is an extremely large selection of weapons in this game, both lootable and craftable. So hopefully this guide will help you decide what to go for. Before we start, hit that like button and subscribe so we can get to 300 subs before the end of the month. While trying to find the best weapon, I took into account damage, swing speed, range, durability, and crit chance and multiplier. Anyway, let's take a look at axe first. Statistically, among axes, the strongest choice is the pickaxe, granted you have high enough nimble skill. Its swing speed is slow, but the damage combined with the second highest crit multiplier in its category means you can one-shot most zombies in your way. If you don't have a way to get this weapon, either through blacksmithing or looting, I recommend firefighter axes, as they are easy to get from fire stations while being quite strong overall. For an honorable mention, if you're looking for something to quickly dispose of lone zombies, the wood axe will insta-kill most zombies even without high axe skill. It is not viable as your primary weapon though, due to the triple endurance cost compared to most other weapons. Moving on to long blunt, you have a very simple choice here, which is a baseball bat. Those can be spam crafted at carving 10, which is quite easy to power level, and it's overall just a fine choice. If you have the resources and time to get something better though, you can reinforce your baseball bats with metal for a sheet reinforced baseball bat, which deals more damage. If you have high blacksmithing, you can go for a long mace, which is the strongest weapon in its category. As an honorable mention, we have the golf club, which is special for two reasons. 1. Extremely high range. 2. The swing endurance cost being lower than normal at only 60%. This weapon isn't actually viable though because of low damage, that's why it's only an honorable mention. Then we have short blunt, which is very straightforward. If you have high masonry you can make stone maces, and if you have high blacksmithing you can make standard maces. There's almost no difference between those two, except for maces slightly higher top damage and stone maces slightly better range. If you don't want to craft the maces, you can loot police stations for nightsticks. Next is long blade, which is, you could say, the most expensive category. There's very few weapons available for this class, being basically limited to some swords. I'd say the best choice is the machete, though I guess you could argue that the sword has more range. However, machete is one-handed, unlike the sword, which gives it more versatility. Honorable mention goes to katana, which is an extremely rare and uncraftable weapon that guarantees insta-killing the target. It has relatively low durability, but thanks to the one-shotting, it can be used to kill quite a lot of zombies before breaking. Short blade is overall quite weak compared to other skills due to having very low damage. Its only strength is the one-shot ability, which is most useful with sneak builds, used as a method of killing lone zombies rather than clearing hordes. The best weapon for this category is the hunting knife. Spear's main strength is high range and insta-killing abilities. They have very low durability, requiring high maintenance skill or some way to get more of them. One easy option is fire-hardened wooden spears, which deal a lot of damage and have an extremely high crit multiplier. If you have access to blacksmithing, you might want to instead go for more powerful spears with long metal heads. As an honorable mention, we have the garden fork, having way higher durability than other spears, albeit being slower and having a bit less base damage. It's still one of the best weapons you can find in the early game. Finally, ranged weapons. In the end, it mostly depends on your aiming skill. The best weapons for clearing hordes are shotguns, with JS3T tactical shotgun having the largest magazine capacity and being tied for highest damage among shotguns. If you want a quieter gun for dealing with smaller groups, then you can take the Trapper carbine, which uses a common ammo type 45 ACP and M1911 magazines, which aren't very rare either. Well, that's it for this video. Hope it was helpful. Stay tuned for more in the future. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Have a great day.